I think the culture of the team is the best it's ever been. Yeah, and when we started this thing, I wanted to be able to just help agents grow their business.
Just about every agent on the team has a piece of business, which is the goal of everything. Every week, people say what they're going to do. The next week, they say they did it or didn't do it, and they get to live with their results.
So what do you think about coaching this year so far? Do you think it's gone the way you expected, better, not as good as what you thought it would be?
No, I think the momentum we're getting is incredible. And just about every agent on the team has a piece of business, which is the goal of everything, right? Keeping their business moving forward. So I think it's gone much better than I even expected based on the fourth quarter of last year.
Yeah, well, the good news is I shared this with you the other day. Our first quarter, it was probably the worst quarter we've ever had in business, and yet we're still in the top 5 in the MLS year to date.
Yeah.
Which is really encouraging because everybody's participating somewhat.
And that's it. I think that's the difference between a team, right, and an individual agent or a group. A team, we have a whole group of people that come together, and they have their own businesses. They're all 1099, yet we collaborate together, we encourage together, and it really makes a difference. I think that's the power we have.
Yeah, and when we started this thing, I wanted to be able to just help agents grow their business, but I didn't want a top-down team mentality. We don't provide leads and then, are all over them. Now we are doing some Zillow, obviously, and we do monitor it pretty closely, but we're encouraging them to build their brand underneath our brand. Mm-hmm. And it seems to be working pretty well.
I think it's collaborative, right? We invest in them with the leads and with the support and all that, and then they invest in themselves. So then it's a win-win for the team.
Absolutely. And even though we're asking them to hold themselves accountable, nobody's running away from it. They're all still showing up each and every week.
Every week. Every week, people say what they're going to do. The next week, they say they did it or didn't do it, and They get to live with their results. So what do you think the vibe is here today? You've known a lot of people for a lot of years, a lot of teams and a lot of companies. How do you think we're stacking up?
I think the culture of the team is the best it's ever been. Mm-hmm. I was just reminiscing about our move 2.5 years ago to EXP. We had 5 of our former agents that were convinced or decided not to come with us. And those 5 agents were a pretty good part of the production. And the funny thing is they're no longer here, and yet the production hasn't taken a hit at all.
Dropped at all.
And I think the culture is the best it's ever been. We've got people that are really buying into what we're trying to get across to them.
Yeah, that all sounds great, right? And for someone who doesn't know us, doesn't know you, which is surprising, but doesn't know you, how would you describe our culture?
I think it's really it's a family atmosphere, but to the point where, the reason why I like the agents keep coming each and every week is they become friends with each other. They're kind of holding themselves accountable. They're measuring themselves against what else is going on. The biggest frustration I have is I invite people to this all the time that aren't with our company or with our team. And of course, the resistance is there because they're, thinking, he's going to try to recruit me, which, the recruiting thing has always been taken on the other side as a negative when I think it should be a compliment, when all I'm really trying to do is to get people to understand that we're just here to help you grow your business. If you come and you get something out of it and you never join us, that's fine. It's just another agent that we have a relationship with now. So when we do a transaction,
right,
it makes it smoother.
Right.
So we've been doing this for a number of months now. Who do you think so far you've made the biggest impact on to where they're actually, their business has dramatically improved?
So I don't think I can make an impact unless they're ready to be impacted, right? And so they have been so open when we're talking about Nicole. Killing it.
Yeah.
She sold more in the first quarter than she did all of last year.
Absolutely.
And that's not a fluke. She has a pipeline built, right? So that's what we talk about in there is pipeline. And she's listened and she's leaned in and she bought her first investment property. It's huge. Becky, her business is up 158% year over year. Like even just knowing those numbers,
right,
the agents get to lean into that. And I think they're just killing it.
Yeah. And the thing is this is one of the most difficult markets we've ever seen. Inventory is still ridiculously low. Interest rates have creeped back up again. The people that are currently in their homes have these low interest rates so that they don't want to list. That's the reason that yet the agents are doing the things that they need to do, no matter the market. I mean, we were always taught that it's not the market, it's what you do about the market that really matters.
It's how you react to it.
So,
I did want to say, Alan, think about Alan.
brand
new agent.
Has it been 6 months?
So I just was talking to him, and he thought originally that he was going to have no paycheck for 6 months. And I just asked him, I'm like, well, when did you get your first paycheck? I already knew the answer. And he said, I had a paycheck within 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Now, why did he do that? Because he came to coaching, he leaned in, and he did everything we said.
Right.
He didn't know any better.
Yeah, Alan is a perfect example of somebody who's really grabbed the ball. And I was just talking to him a few minutes ago. He reached out to somebody he knew who's an estate attorney, and now he got his first listing from that. And now he just told me that the attorney's just given him 2 more referrals for 2 more listings.
Right.
I mean, he's doing things that agents in the first 6 months normally don't do.
Yes, that's very true. So, Mike, tell me, what is something that you do specifically to connect with the top minds in the market, not just in our small group around here?
Okay. So every other month we run a mastermind.
Mm-hmm.
We hold it at Infinity Title. It's been very successful. We've brought in via Zoom top producing people throughout the country. We had the CEO of EXP on there one time. This upcoming month, we're going to do about a 30-minute presentation on really diving into AI with Alex, who's been fantastic. We've got a couple of panels. We've got generating leads through social media, as well as running teams, learning leverage and running teams with some top producing people in the business. So I've always tried to connect with other realtors, and sometimes it takes a little bit of time to break down those barriers because, again, the walls go up.
Right.
But once they start coming, they really truly see that, it's just about top people connecting. So if there's anybody out there that's really looking to, attend one of these masterminds, just send me a direct message through Facebook or text me, and I'd be more than happy to give you all the details and have you come.
Absolutely.